Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to find Qshell command. Okay, in our last session also we discussed a way through which we utilize the find command in order to list down files and directories, right? And also we have covered a way through which we have populated all the files for a particular extension. Now in this session, we are going to see like how we can fetch the files which is updated in last n number of days. Okay, and that n could be anything: last 7 days, last 50 days, 100 days, 10 days. Okay, so it is totally depend on our requirement. Now to understand this thing, like how we can fetch a list down all the files which is updated in any specific number of days. So what we will do, firstly I'll explain you the requirement, like why we use that process or that command, and then we'll explore the command on Qshell command prompt. Okay, and then later once it is clear, then we will discuss the same using clle program. Okay, so let's see how we can start. So firstly I will write here work lnk command, work lnk. So what work lnk command will do, it will open this screen work with object links, and in my case directory is navigated as /home /sharmit, but in your case it would be /home /your username. If your username is abc, then it would be /home /abc. Clear? Okay, now here if I scroll it down, you will find there is one directory which I'm going to use for my demo purpose. So this directory name is Sharmit. Okay, so the directory path is /home /sharmit /sharmit. Now here we will understand the requirement, like what are the scenarios where we can use this command in order to search for us files which is updated in last n number of days. So just look at all the examples, all the objects here. Here you can see there are only three files: data.xml, test.xml, and ts.txt. Now among these files, you can see others are directories. So suppose someone asked you to list down all the files, but only those files which is updated in last 7 days. Now how we will identify that? First way is to take option 8 here, then scroll it down and search for the last creation date, last access date, date change, date and time, data change and date time, attribute change, date time, right? So this is the one thing, but this is very time taking, right? Because every time you have to take option 8, then list down the file area, right? File path. So this is not the correct way. Similarly, because right now we have only three files, so we can take option 8 and we can easily figure it out. But in other scenarios, when you are working for a project, there might be hundred of files, thousands of files, right? So in that scenario, it would be very difficult for you to figure out the last modified date for every file. So this is the scenario where we can utilize the find command in order to list down only those files which have been updated in last n number of days. Okay, so let's see how we will do this. So for that, I'll write here qsh, which is qshell command. Now this qshell command will open this qsh command entry. In this qsh command entry, we will write the command in order to list down all the files which has been modified in last 7 days. Okay, so for that you just need to write here find, then space. After space you can provide your path. So in my case path is /home /sharmit then /sharmit. Okay, so this is my path. Find is a command, then space, and this is my path for a directory. Then here I'll write -type, and then f. So what this -type and f will do, it will list down all the files. So if I hit enter at this moment, you can see it is printing all the files, but this is not the correct output for us. Why? Because right now we have discussed this command, right, previously also, that this command will only list down the files, but not those which have been updated in last previous days, right? So for that we need to add one more thing here, which is hyphen m time. Now what is m time? M time means modified time. So what this command is showcasing here, like when we are using m time, it will only look for the modified time, and then we will keep it as 7. So let's say if I go with option 7, so what it will do, there we need to put hyphen again, hyphen 7. Yeah, so this time you can see it is printing only one file, which is test.xml, because this is the only file which I have modified today just for the demo purpose. Okay, so that's the reason it is showing only this file. Okay, let me change the modified time to 50. So if I make it as 50, then it will show two files, because there is two file which is modified in last 50 days. So it is showing accordingly, which is test.xml and ts.xml. ts.txt. Okay, let's see in 100 days. So in case of 100 days, it will look for files, no other files is there. Okay, let's make it as 900 days. So once I make it 900 days, you can see it is printing all three files, because these three files are updated in last 900 days. Clear? So this is the best way through which we can easily list down all the files which has been updated in last n number of time. Okay, I think now query is clear, command is clear. Now I'll quickly show you some changes that you might be thinking of. So let's see what will happen if I make it as m time as a capital. Will it work? No. If you try to hit enter on this, it will give you error that find 001 to 2187, the option m time hyphen m time is not valid. Okay, similarly in last session, if you remember, we also tried with type, so that was also giving the error, right? So every time we are supposed to provide only the small letters, otherwise it will give you error. Okay, so this time I have made it as m time, so it will work as expected and provide you the correct output. Okay, and regarding this hyphen, we have already seen, like if you are not providing the hyphen before this number, it will give you error. Not the error, but it will not provide you the data. So make sure that whenever you are trying to hit this query, try to go with this hyphen sign, otherwise it will not give you the output. Clear? So I think now the requirement is clear. And regarding the last 7 days, I'll show you quickly one thing. There is only one file, test.xml. So if I take F3 from here and let me go again to work lnk command, then I'll go for my directory, which is tech Sharmit, option 5. Then if I do page down, there is one option. Yeah, so this is the test.xml. If I take option 8 here and doing page down, so you can see this is the date changed. So this file I have changed on today itself, March 3rd of March, sorry, 10th of March 2024. Sorry, creation date was 3rd of March 2020, but last access and data change date is 20 March 2024. Okay, so today's date. Fine, so it means we are getting the correct data from the command. So I think now we are good with the command. So I'll quickly show you how we can use the same command with cl program. So I have already created that. Let me walk you through this. So this program is to find all the files updated in last 50 days. Okay, so for that we need one variable. Simply write dcl, take F4, provide variable name, type, storage, length. After declaring variable, use chgvar command to set the command. So here I'm setting the command in variable command, and this is my command. Find space /home /sharmit /tech Sharmit hyphen type f for file hyphen m time, which is modified time, hyphen 50, and then we are good with the command. So it's time to start the command. So for that you can use strqsh, provide your variable name, which is command, and then we are good with it. So let's quickly compile it and call it. So on calling it, you can see it is providing me the output as only 2 files, which is correct, because in last 50 days these are the only file which has been modified. So we are getting the correct output, because in program we have mentioned to list down only those file which is updated in last 50 days. You can see here, right? So that means we are getting the correct output. So yeah, these are the all information which I would like to share with you all in this session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.